Training for a marathon made me lose so much muscle. Wait, have I lost any? Let's backtrack. I'm 1 week out from my first ever marathon, and these past 3 months I have been training for my marathon while also being a business owner, content creator, and a trainer. What I have been actually doing is have 3 to 4 runs per week, mostly 3 because I didn't have too much time. 1 or 2 of those was always easy runs where I had my heart rate somewhere around 135 to 140 beats per minute. That's average heart rate because you don't want to have every run, stressful. So I had to have those runs. Also, I had a threshold or a fartlek run, which was pretty much more intense than the easy run, of course. And the last one would be a long run where I try to get more distance in my run with a pace somewhere around my marathon goal pace. I also always worked out in the gym. I tried to have like 6 sessions per week, which most of those were upper body because I had too much stress on my lower body. So I did chest for 2 days per week. Also, I had shoulders and arms for 2 days per week. And I also had 2 days where I do pull-ups because I'm trying to beat David Gagne's world record for 4,200 pull-ups a day. So I have to get my reps in. So I have 2 separate days where I do only pull-ups. As far as my legs go, like I said, I have too much stress from the running because I have preparing myself for a marathon. It's a lot of distance. But other than that, I also have a lot of workouts per day where I'm on my feet all day. So I have like 4 to 6 workouts. And also I'm walking a lot. I don't use a car and I'm traveling from my home to work by walking. I only did some corrective exercises to get some blood flow, some isometrics, just to cure my tendons, let's say, from all the running, but nothing really with a high stress or very strength or hypertrophy focused workouts. Now that combination has been going on, like I said, for like 3 months, and I did a body scan when I got my Withings weight scale. We will compare those to today's measurements that we will take now. Let's grab the Withings scan and see the measurements. If you haven't checked out our video, the whole review, you can check it out right here. Let's take our measurements now. I'll set it up and let's go. Now, let's compare the measurements from before and now and see the difference. So today's measurements show that I am 83 kilos. I have been 83, 84 kilos like the past year or so. It says that I'm gaining muscle, so that's cool. My body fat is 8.5%. Muscle is 87.1%. What's cool about this weight scale is that you can see where you have your body fat stored. So I have 3.2% in my arms, 8.6% of fat in my torso, 10.3% in my legs. About muscle mass, I have 10 kilos of muscle mass in my arms, 38 kilos in my torso, and 24 kilos in my legs. Now we are checking a measurement from August 2023, last year, when we got the weight scale. 82.5 kilograms, so I'm less than now, but that can vary because of the water retention and everything. As far as muscle mass goes, I'm 84.8% of muscle, and right here I'm 10.8% of fat. So I'm 2% more at fat, which is incredible. And I also have one more measurement from January this year, but that was while I was in training for my marathon, and there I was 6.7% of fat, 6.6 as you can see, which is pretty great. Also 88.9% of muscle, and as you can see, my weight in January was 82.5 kilos. So I definitely didn't lose any weight, and as far as muscle mass goes, I can tell that I'm pretty much the same, which is absolutely great. You can also tell from the photo shoot that we did a couple days ago that I'm still muscular. I haven't lost any muscle mass, and maybe even I gained some, even though I incorporated running in my regimen. Now, why is that? It's mainly because I balance between strength training and endurance training. Yes, I put emphasis on my upper body in the weight room, but I still did 6 sessions per week in the gym and going through different adaptations, focusing on strength, on hypertrophy, on power, on endurance, which protected my muscle while I was doing all this running. As for diet, to be frequently honest, I don't pay too much attention on my diet. With all the obligations that I have, I don't have too much time to focus on my dieting. I usually have 3 to 4 meals or 3 big meals and maybe 1 snack. Always for breakfast, I have an omelet with 3 to 5 eggs, also paired with some cheese, maybe some vegetables. For lunch, I almost every day have a chicken burrito, which is pretty tasty for me, and I like to keep stuff simple, so I have it right here. I just ordered a chicken burrito and it's pretty good. And for dinner, I mix between a beef wrap, or sometimes we take noodles with some maybe chicken. The calories for that are somewhere around 2,000 to 2,800. To be honest, if I did pay more attention on my calories intake a little bit more, I think that I would be even heavier, even though I was doing all this finish running, because on my runs, depends on what kind of run is, I usually burn 600 to 1,200 calories per run, except if it's a very long run like my 40-kilometer run where I burned like 3,000 calories. Also, I was not very consistent with my supplements. I did not intake creatine or protein. Honestly, if I did intake the creatine and protein, I think I would be even in a better shape and plus perform for my sub 3:30 marathon. So yeah, definitely my opinion is if you have your diet in line, your weight training and your running, that it's possible to have a great physique, not be skinny, and still have a very good time on your marathon. There are many great athletes out there that look absolutely huge and have amazing times on their marathons or half marathons. For some, it's my suspicion also that they might be on gear because they look absolutely huge and run perfect times on their marathons, but I still have a lot of work to go through to actually see if it's possible to achieve that physique and the goal timing of a marathon or an Ironman or things like that, so we'll leave that for some other time. According to science, concurrent training, which is the combination of aerobic training or endurance training and resistance training, can heighten mTOR to a greater extent than resistance training alone. Activating mTOR through exercise is very important. It's crucial to prevent muscle loss and also the repairing of muscle tissue. Moreover, studies show no deleterious effect of concurrent training on muscle protein synthesis. So definitely a case can be made that adding aerobic exercise, aerobic training to your resistance training program can help augment long-term hypertrophy by improving blood flow capacity. What that means is it can help enhance blood flow to muscles for greater oxygen delivery, also better repair, better growth factors, a lot of benefits from pairing these two. So moral of the story is that running will not influence your muscles. You will not lose muscle. Maybe even it can help you build some more muscle. You will become a better athlete overall, perform different kind of sports while also having a great physique. Performing different kind of challenges like running a marathon, half marathon, Ironman. You want to incorporate these challenges to keep your fire lit up, to also have your adrenaline up high, because that will give you passion to continue striving for something better and eventually become a better version of yourself. So as you can tell, running did not make me lose any muscle. Maybe I even gained some muscle, and hopefully we convince you that you can perform these activities all together and be a better athlete. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. In the next video, you'll find out how my marathon went.